Hello and welcome to WarThunder with Danny. Hey. Today we are taking a look at probably the worst hoax in the game, and I'm talking about this huge trophy that can give you up to 100 golden eagles. Let's go for that. A million credits or silver lions, whatever. Or the optional privilege to bet real money on the matches you're in. How many have ever used those things? But in fact, how many have ever won anything else than those gold and battle wagers? Let's see if it will be a bit different today. I don't think so. I just get gold and battles wagers every time. Oh, let's see. Perhaps today is the day and I get a million credits to spend on something useful instead. Let's see. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's... Why not just call it day and just hand those things into our faces? Because it's not like we will ever get the million or the 100 golden eagles. Guyan, please be honest. We know you want money, okay? But be honest about it. Please. Oh well, enough about that. It's just a constant annoyance. But unless Gain wises up and realize that people are getting a bit annoyed to get the same thing every time and never any of the other winnings, then they may start to suspect something. If you have got a million credits or 100 golden eagles from this, please write about it in the comment and make sure to buy a lottery ticket, because that's probably the real chance you have. Oh well, the hero tank of the day, or rather the tank that never really saw service, the T-80. I took it out for a spin yesterday. I only unlocked it yesterday because I thought, what's the difference between this and this T-70 that I already had? The answer is not a lot. It's just a T-70 with a new turret. But at least it has one thing in favor for it. It's got a two-man turret instead of a one-man turret, so you got 3 crew members in the tank instead of 2. And that's really an advantage, because if one crewman gets knocked out in this little can, well, good luck. I must say, when I look at this tank and the T-70, I find the design a bit, strange. We used to that Indian are in the rear, but yeah, it's on the right side. And there's 2 of them. 2 very weak 70 horsepower engines. Just a curious thing. Why didn't you use the engine from the T-26 or BT series tanks? I mean, you would save 50% of the space and just have one engine instead. And having the transmission in the front, well, I can say quite a few things about it, but they all end up with it's not a good idea. This tank had also some serious problems because of the increased weight from us being a T-70. These narrow tracks are supposed to be able to handle the weight of 11.6 ton tank. It really did not work out that well in practical things. Too much weight on two narrow tracks. For the T-70 it works because it's lighter, 9.8 tons. So it works for the T-70, but not for the T-80. The rank for this tank is in tier 2, but the combat rating is only 2.0. The T-70, while having a rank 1, have also 2.0 combat rating. Again, this is not an awful lot of difference because same tank, just a bit more armor on the T-80. You can see it here, 15mm thick on the side of the T-70. That's where anything can penetrate, really. On the T-80, 25mm, that's a bit better. It's not good by any standards, but it's a light tank, so, and it's a bit thicker, so at long range at least it can slow down 20mm cannon rounds. Anything bigger than that will still go straight through the armor. So what's my opinion on this tank? It's a little monster. Seriously. I will show you a replay soon. And yeah, you can draw your own conclusions. Now, of course, since it have a low battle rating and only a rank 2 tank, the players I'm up against will probably not be very experienced, but well, let's just say I got a few kills, and despite taking serious damage, no one seemed to realize that shooting at this front plate with 35, 7 and 20mm guns are really not a good idea. Some went for the lower glacis, but that's an even worse idea because it's a bit thick. Yes, it's a good idea if you can penetrate and hit the transmission. And I did get penetrated a few times with it busted the engine, and so I had to repair it on the fire while I was firing back. So, how about the firepower of this tank? Well, it's a light tank. Don't expect many miracles from this if you find yourself in a higher ranked game where you're facing off against a vehicle with a battle rating of 3.0. But it can still do a few things. The standard ammunition here, 59mm has penetration. It's not good, but not bad either. Let's just say it works. The first ammo upgrade, it's simply a solid armor-piercing shell. More penetration, yes, but you really just punch a big hole. So anything that's not directly behind that hole, well, No, an awful lot of damage will be done. But they can be good against some heavy armed tank destroyers like the first Stug models, which got 50mm thick frontal armor, which are not easy to penetrate with the standard rounds, especially not in an angle. Then we got these APCR. You get them for almost any tank. Good penetration at short ranges. Decent at medium, 500 meters plus. But if you're firing at more than 500 meters, you're basically wasting the shots. Let's see. Yeah, it's still have more penetration than the standard rounds at long ranges, but not an awful lot. Seriously, only 5mm more penetration from this round at 1000 meters, and the standard round have high explosive. Well, if you face anything that can be damaged by high explosive rounds, you might as well use the machine gun against murder crews and things like that. Well, the fuel tank is a quite big weak spot, and the radiator. Everything is so cramped in this tank that any shot you take, well, there's a 95% chance that they will hit something that is directly behind it, except on the turrets here, which really only holds the gun and the loader and commander. Oh well, enough yabbering. I'm gonna show you the game I had yesterday in it. It was a good game, which of course meant that the following 5 to 10 rounds were going to stink pretty bad, and they did. You know how it is. You get a really good game, but when you come into the next fight, you're the first one to die. That's online gaming. Oh well. On with replay. And we're on. The game has started and we're in Poland. And there's one guy who actually put on the winter camouflage, because the new Finland map is the first winter map. I don't think I have many camo camouflage for winter camo unlocked really at all. I have to say I like this tank. Sure, the treads would need to be about twice as broad to really carry the weight without getting stuck in mud and snow, but despite my complaint about the engines, yes, still two of them, even if they are connected as one. It's a pretty fast and maneuverable little tank, but it was obsolete when it came into production. Only between 80 and 120 were made. The T-34 were taking over because it could do the same role as its light little bugger, and it could do it then better. Yeah, driving around. There's only a single capture point, and quite a few are heading north anyway. Hopefully they are doing so because they want to flank and not just tag along with everyone else are driving in that direction. And that guy got smoked. Yeah, it's bad pun. And I managed to damage my track by driving into that hole. And now I'm not checking the map. I'm focusing on the Panzer II moved in. And only now I realize, oops, I'm flanked. The load are dazed, so he wants to do a very good job, but luckily I got 2 crew members who are not dazed. So it works anyway. Got my first kill. Got my second kill. The reload speed, I've taken a steep dive because the loader is taking a nap. Third kill. I'm angling my armor a bit as well to make it harder to penetrate. That's usually the smart thing to do. 4 kills. But we're getting visitors from all the directions. And that guy really missed his chance to shoot me in the side of the turret there. Nope, just 4 kills. Another guy got that one. And fired too late. I don't have any clue what these guys are doing. They're just chilling, I guess. Turning around because we are getting some visitors. So, like a good host, I want to welcome them. Hello, Mr. Bob. Can I call you Bob? You are an American, okay? You can call me Ivan. Goodbye, Bob. 5 kills. Yes, I know about the tank over there, but this guy just popped up from the side, and as noted, my side armor are not that good. It's good, better than the T-70s, but it won't stop shells from point-blank range. Oh, to see where all the enemies are in the battle like this. It's certainly not like the sim battle so I'm usually playing. Hello. Firing into him, which distracts him and makes him turn around. 6 kills, and I got an assist as well. And totally dunked that shot. Lucky for me that I saw that guy. He would have shot me in the butt otherwise. Angle. The frontal armor is about 60mm effective thickness. At the angle it is. And when you're moving the tank a bit to the side, it adds perhaps another 10mm effective armor. Hello, Mr. M3. Miss. Well, can't get them all. I'm on 7 kills already. And I'm thinking, oh, this game is probably over already, but I got a decent amount of kills. So why not? I see that Panzer II over there, but he's driving fast and it's 500 meters away, so the chance to hit him, especially when you barely can see him because of the trees, pretty low chance. And that guy totally missed his chance to kill me. Seriously, I'm the top scoring player on the team right now. They should fear me. Fly on the move and miss because, you know, the tank are shaking like mad. That's 8. And there's another one. Also capturing the zone. 9. That's not bad, especially since they put in the limit with only 3 tanks respawn per player for some reason. And captured the zone. The match is pretty much over at this point. It was overall not a bad game, ending up giving me 2,687 credits. Sorry, experience. Total brain fart. Credits, I got 30,000. With a 10% boost. So without that it would be 27,000, and I got a premium account on top of that, so well, it's still quite a bit of credits for tier 2 light tank in a low battle rating match. And you can do well in it. As you see, I kept about this angle. That's about 68mm of armor they have to penetrate. Unless they got special ammo like APCR unlocked. There's not a lot that you can do about that thickness with standard rounds, unless they have a really big gun. Well, that's it for today, folks. See you around, and have a good time playing whatever you're playing.